Welcome back to Binge Guide, the next show.
The next show.
Yeah, the next show. Your guide to all the latest movie releases.
Yeah.
I'm Andrew.
I'm Victoria.
And we're diving deep into a film that's been causing quite a stir.
Yeah, this one's been on my list for a while.
The Freaky Tales.
Freaky Tales, hitting theaters April 4th.
Yeah, April 4th.
And I have to say, I remember reading about this film when it premiered at Sundance last year.
Yeah.
And there was so much buzz around it.
Big buzz.
People were like, where is it?
People were chanting, where the heck is Freaky Tales?
Where's Freaky Tales?
I love that.
And that kind of anticipation before it even hits theaters really tells you something.
It does.
Now, when you consider who's behind this film, Ryan Fleck and Anna Boden,
Oh, yeah.
you start to understand why there's so much excitement.
These are the people who brought us half Nelson Sugar Mississippi Grind.
Exactly.
And, of course, Captain Marvel.
I mean, talk about range.
Huge range.
Going from those indie gems to a big Marvel production. I know, it's really cool.
So this feels like a really interesting return to their more independent roots.
Yeah, a return to their roots.
Now, for those who haven't heard about it, what exactly is Freaky Tales?
Well, it's an anthology film, and it's set in 1987, Oakland, California.
Oakland, 1987.
Yeah, and what's really fascinating is all of these stories are interconnected.
Okay, so they're all connected.
They are, and they all take place on one night.
Whoa.
One specific night.
One night.
And they filmed all of this in real locations in Oakland.
Really?
Yeah.
That's really cool.
It's super cool.
I've heard it described as a wild, nostalgic hodgepodge.
That's a great way to put it.
What do you think that means?
Well, to me, it sounds like they're going for something really unique.
Yeah.
Like a mix of genres and tones.
Okay.
You know, all seen through this 80s Oakland lens.
Yeah.
But it makes you wonder, are they going to be able to tie all these disparate elements together?
Right.
Will it feel cohesive?
Yeah, will it be a unified experience or will it feel disjointed?
Exactly.
That's a great question.
It's a challenge.
It is.
It really is.
But the sheer variety of stories they're promising is just hard to ignore.
Oh, for sure.
I mean, you're talking punk rock clashes with neo-Nazis, underground rap battles, an NBA star on a crazy night out,
For goodness.
corrupt cops, and even some Bruce Lee-style martial arts.
That is a lot.
I know, it's a lot.
It is.
And for those who love old-school hip-hop, there's another exciting element to this film.
Which is?
The legendary Too Short
Sure.
is an executive producer on Freaky Tales.
Yeah.
And he also has a role in the film.
That's so cool.
I know, so cool.
So cool.
So his involvement suggests that they're really trying to capture that authentic 80s Oakland hip-hop scene.
Yeah, it really adds a layer of authenticity.
And the cast they've put together to tell these tales is just phenomenal.
It's incredible.
Pedro Pascal.
I love him.
Ben Mendelsohn.
Ben Mendelsohn, who always seems to show up in Fleck and Boden films.
It's like he's their lucky charm.
He is.
J. Ellis Normani.
Yeah.
Dominique Thorne. Jack Champion Ji Young Yu.
And the late Angus Cloud.
Yeah.
It's sad.
Yeah.
But it's wonderful that he's in this.
It's a really impressive ensemble.
He is.
And then there's Tom Hanks.
Oh, yeah, Tom Hanks.
Now, I heard a rumor
Oh, a rumor.
that he is absolutely hilarious in this film.
Yeah.
Hilarious how?
Apparently in a way that reminds people of his classic SNL appearances.
Oh, that's fantastic.
I know. I'm so curious to see what kind of character he plays.
Me too.
And how his humor will fit into this potentially darker storyline.
Yeah, what role will he play?
Now for a more official glimpse into Freaky Tales, here's the official synopsis. Set in 1987, Oakland Freaky Tales is a multi-track mixtape of colorful characters.
Multi-track mixtape.
An NBA star, a corrupt cop, a female rap duo, teen punks, neo-Nazis, and a debt collector.
Wow.
On a collision course in a fever dream of showdowns and battle.
Fever dream, I like that. Executive produced by hip-hop pioneer Too Short.
Too Short.
And featuring an all-star ensemble, including Pedro Pascal, Ben Mendelsohn, J. Ellis Normani, Dominique Thorne, Jack Champion, Ji Young Yu, Angus Cloud, and Tom Hanks.
It's a mouthful.
It is a mouthful.
It's a big cast.
This pulpy blend of explosive action, edgy humor, gory kills, and slight twists and turns makes for one wild ride.
Wild ride.
Those descriptions, multi-track mixtape and fever dream,
Yeah.
really create a vivid picture, don't they?
They do. It sounds like they're going for this heightened reality.
Heightened reality.
Yeah.
Speaking of wild rides,
Yes.
the trailer for Freaky Tales has finally dropped,
It has.
giving us a look into this potential mayhem.
It's about time.
I know. What did you think when you first saw the trailer?
You know what really struck me was how well they captured the 1987 Oakland vibe.
Yeah, that gritty, yet vibrant feel.
Yeah, and you really get a sense of the anthology format.
Right.
With those quick cuts between the different storylines.
Yeah, like little snippets. Yeah, and you just know that those stories are going to collide in some crazy way.
Oh, yeah, it's going to be explosive.
And you get these glimpses of the amazing cast in action.
Yeah, Pedro Pascal, he's so intense.
Intense.
And Ben Mendelsohn, he brings that gravitas, you know?
That weight.
That weight.
Yeah.
And you can already feel the unique energy each actor brings to their story.
It's really fascinating how the trailer manages to show that genre-bending aspect of the film.
Yeah, you're right.
You see moments that are funny. Then you have these bursts of action.
Right.
And then there are hints that things could get really dark and thrilling.
Maybe even gory, like they mentioned.
Right.
It makes you wonder, how are they going to balance all these different tones?
That's the question, isn't it?
That is the question.
Can they pull it off?
Yeah.
That multi-track mixtape description.
Right.
It really clicks when you watch the trailer.
It does. It's like you're getting a sample of different tracks, each with its own rhythm and feel.
Yeah.
But they're all part of the same album.
And that fever dream visual.
Yeah.
Everything feels a little heightened.
Yeah, a little off-kilter.
Yeah, it's intentional.
It is.
Now, it's important to remember that Freaky Tales premiered at Sundance a while ago.
A while ago.
Back in early 2024.
Yeah, that's a pretty significant gap before its wider release.
It is.
It makes you wonder why the delay.
Right. Could it be to build anticipation?
Maybe.
Or is there something else going on?
Who knows?
It's interesting to look back at some of those early Sundance reviews.
Yeah.
One review from Collider focused on Pedro Pascal's character, Clint.
Okay, Clint.
Apparently, the trailer hints that his story might not have a happy ending.
Oh, no.
It seems he's involved in the last big heist.
A heist.
Yeah, he's trying to steal Asian artifacts from NBA player Sleepy Floyd's home.
Interesting.
And it ends in a showdown with a samurai sword.
A samurai sword? That sounds intense.
I know it does, and that's just one of 4 interconnected storylines.
Yeah, there are 4.
We also get glimpses of that punk rock versus neo-Nazi conflict and the rise of a female rap duo.
It seems like each story has its own unique feel and stakes.
Exactly. It's like this tapestry of events.
Tapestry.
Yeah, all happening in the same place and time.
And don't forget about the rest of the cast.
Oh, yeah.
Angus Cloud.
It's going to be a bittersweet performance to see.
Yeah.
We also have Normani.
It looks like she really owns the screen.
Yeah, Dominique Thorne is in the middle of all this crazy action.
And then there's Ji-young Jack champion Keir Gilchrist.
All contributing to this multi-layered story.
Multi-layered.
Yeah. Now, while there was a lot of positive buzz coming out of Sundance, not all the reviews were glowing.
Really?
Yeah. One review I read acknowledged the film's ambition.
Okay.
And that pulp fiction kind of interwoven storytelling.
Yeah.
But they said it might actually be clever, self-satisfied, and much sleepier than its predetermined adrenaline rush.
Oh, wow.
They even went so far as to call it a potentially underwritten misfire.
Underwritten.
Yeah, throwing out a lot of style.
Style over substance.
Exactly. You know?
And it makes you wonder, can style alone carry an anthology like this?
That's the big question.
It is a big question.
It is.
Do the individual stories need to connect with us emotionally?
Right. Because even if the concept is interesting, if those individual segments don't resonate,
right,
or if some feel weaker than others, it can really hurt the overall film.
It's a delicate balance.
It is.
Each story has to be compelling on its own, while also contributing to the larger narrative.
Yeah.
It remains to be seen if Freaky Tales can achieve that.
We'll see.
We will. But it's important to note that Freaky Tales did receive a respectable 69% positive rating on Rotten Tomatoes after Sundance.
Okay, 69%.
Yeah, so that suggests that while it might not be for everyone,
right,
there's definitely something there that's connecting with audiences.
Yeah, it sounds like the kind of film where even if you don't love every story, you'll find moments or performances that you appreciate.
Yay, and that keep you engaged.
To keep you hooked. Yeah, and it just highlights the fact that film is subjective.
It is.
And a movie like this, with its bold style,
is
bound to get different reactions.
Of course.
It's not playing it safe.
Not at all.
And when you go for something this ambitious, not everyone is going to love it.
True.
So to sum up our deep dive into Freaky Tales, it's an anthology film set in the vibrant world of 1987 Oakland. With a huge and talented cast.
Big cast.
Promising a genre-bending mix of comedy action and potentially darker, more thrilling elements. all woven together through interconnected stories.
Interconnected stories.
That unfold on one wild night.
One night.
Definitely check out the trailer if you haven't already.
You have to see the trailer.
It gives you a taste of the film's visual style.
Visual style.
That high energy, almost chaotic feel.
Chaotic.
Yeah. And you get glimpses of everything. Robberies, samurai sword fights, nods to the Golden State Warriors, and Pedro Pascal in some serious trouble.
Sounds like a lot is happening.
There's a lot going on.
There is.
That multi-track mixtape.
That mixtape.
Hurtling towards a collision in a fever dream.
It really captures the essence of what Freaky Tales seems to be.
And after that buzz at Sundance, we'll finally get to see if this wild ride lives up to the hype.
April 4th.
April 4th.
That's when we find out.
And that brings us to the end of our deep dive into Freaky Tales here on Binge Guide. The next show.
The next show.
The next show. Thanks for joining us.
Yeah, thanks for listening.
We hope we've given you a better sense of what to expect.
We hope so.
Make sure you check out the trailer.
And see the trailer.
And decide for yourselves if this wild ride is for you.
Yeah, is it for you?
And be sure to join us next time on Binge Guide, The Next Show, for more what's coming soon to a screen near you.
See you then.
See you then.